All right, here's our next adventure. 23 Chevy 3500. Yay, Chevy. Anyway, already started. Coworker installed the hitch for me. I just laid the rubber out, and I did make a depth filler neck. And this is getting a service body, and I'm going to install strobes, so we get to do the upfitter pack. So let's do that now. Of course, everything with Chevy is extra, so when you get it, you'll have a fuse block, a wire, and a handful of hardware. Basically, these two holes were blank. I'm only going to use the 60 amp circuit for the upfitter. And drop your studs in, put your bus bar in, hook your circuit up, and run it into the cabin. And then run it in and run it to your fuse block. Then you can hook up your wires as needed. And these do default to constant power. If you want to switch those to a switched power, you go to your fuse block, you pull that fuse out, you shuttle that over, and you plug your fuse back in, and that'll switch it to switched power. And it's something like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, some crap like that, who knows. I'm gonna leave them on constant for the strobe. So, and just an FYI, I initially started to pull this dash all apart and take all this apart just so I can get this panel out and access the back. And I stopped about midway through and chatted with a coworker, and he just fishes that up in there and yeah, does it the easy way. So yeah, just a thought. Anyway, let's mount a bed. All right, I was going off a coworker's measurements that he did, and that's got to go away. And I have to redo the hitch plate, sticking out too far. So I got to tuck that hitch plate up in there, lose the depth filler, and then I can slide that bed forward. So I'm going to do that first. All right, so I got crunched for time, and I went ahead and I had to get it all done. I didn't have time to film. So got the strobes in, everything's done, wired up. Redoing that hitch plate sucked. Anyway, got the fillers in, and I modified my def neck so it's sitting on the box and tucked in nice and tight. So yeah, anyway, sorry for lack of progress, but done. And I gotta say, I really like those strobes, the orange and white. And for all you strobe junkies, yeah, they're synced.